Day 37 is our last day in Cologne. Tomorrow morning we got up at about 4 a.m. was what I told. Also, we're going to have our agent, not our agent, our lane handler is supposed to be spending the night for us. So I need you boys to behave today, okay? Lee, what's on? You got anything on your chore list today?
I think Lee's clean today.
No. There's no way. You kind of turned into our tech guru.
Go-to guy.
Yeah, he's our go-to. If you got a tech question on the yacht, and you know what I did do is I got an email last night from Time Zero, so they're going to hook us up with a tech to help you, so then maybe we can build the route. Do you know what I'm saying? Because we're struggling with that.
Yeah.
So let's get in contact. I'm going to send her an email this morning, and let's get her in the loop and assigned a tech, and they will help. Time Zero will help us, and they'll instruct you on what else we can do with this software, if that makes sense. So that's a great idea. And I actually thought about that last night, but I didn't get that email till 4 o'clock this morning. Chief, you making some more coffee?
Yes, sir.
All right, I think what I'm gonna do too is I got to work on our thruster. I'm gonna fire it back up this morning, but I want to change a little bit of wiring up there. I saw something I didn't really like, so I'm gonna mess with that for a few minutes this morning. Then I'm done. No, I got to deal with those bolts on the back steering. Remember, we got to see if we can add those nuts.
Yeah, I think we'll do that in
Panama C. But I'll go down there and make sure they're tight.
Oh yeah. Good.
And I was thinking about pulling one and just seeing if by chance he has a nut or something, but probably not.
And I got to do some grocery shopping, and I got to.
Chief, can you
water up some tanks?
Chief, I'm gonna ask you a question. Do a little dance. Do a little love. Get down tonight. Anyway.
Of course, with myself.
Yeah. What about Precious, Chief? Come on.
No more Precious.
Precious is gone. Chief, are you losing a little weight?
I don't know. I'm trying to keep up with Lee. He's going down like the Titanic. He's losing weight faster than a
mud tick on a...
Yeah.
All right, guys. Some stuff in the comments asking how you're feeding us on this trip here. So let's talk about your beans real quick.
Yeah, so we use the beans for our sides instead of rice and pastas and stuff.
And then these sit in here for days at a time, and it ferments them, and it gets all of the gases
air
out of the beans. Yeah. And so that air is what gives you gas. So these beans don't give you gas, but there's a process to making these beans. It's not just, it doesn't just happen overnight. You got to soak them in heat, or no?
No, just normal regular water.
And then you heat them up, and then you cook them, right?
Yeah, then you cook them after they fermented. Yeah.
Yeah. And then I got a question on this thing right here. Let's talk about this real quick.
So it's a sous vide. So we cook all the meats. With this, so then when I don't have to worry about whether we're eating raw and then we're cooking with consistency, and then I can just throw it in the thing.
It's basically how the restaurants cook.
Yeah, basically.
So what he has is this freezer full of meat. So this is all full of different meats. And then he'll open these up, and then this goes into the sous vide to this right here, and then it's cooked at a constant temperature for, let's say, an hour and a half.
Yeah, so and then it comes out like this, and then we know that's ready to go. So, and you can leave this in the refrigerator for as long as you want. Well, not as long as you want, but for up to 2 or 3 weeks, and not have to worry about it after it gets out of the freezer. You can leave meat in the freezer forever.
And then he'll just sear fry that for a few seconds on each side, and it's ready to eat. And so whether he puts it on a salad, or he puts it with some beans, or he makes us a burrito.
And we do our potatoes the same way. So our potatoes last forever here because they're sealed. As long as the seal doesn't break, those potatoes will stay, and we can use those as food too.
And then but those all get cooked right here in this sous vide. And it's usually about an hour and a half on 300, or what's the temperature?
Everything's got its own temperature.
Well, so what is a steak? What do you?
129. 129 degrees.
So 129 degrees for about an hour and a half. An hour and a half in here. So that just keeps the water at a constant 129 degrees.
Yep.
And that cooks the meat from the inside out instead of
and
normally.
it can never overcook the meat because it's only going to cook it to 129 degrees.
Yeah. And
so chicken, everything is cooked the same way.
And then the taste is unbelievable.
Yeah, because it retains all the juice and everything.
Yeah.
We don't even add salt or anything to any of our meats. We just put the meat in here and let
nature take its course.
Yeah.
And it really is a great way to cook.
Game changer.
Game changer.
I do it at home too. And once you get set up, you won't go back.
Anyway, that's cooking with the chief.
Yeah.
How do you call that series, huh?
Yeah. Yes.
Chief, are you cheating?
Yes.
What? You're making a phone call. He's cooking with his sous vide, and he's asking.
What'd you say? 144. Thank you, sir.
Is it that crucial to cook on 144, boys?
Apparently.
You shut everything off on me so fast that I didn't get a chance to look at the charts. Charts description: active, Central America. Nice. Does that say anything?
Wasn't doing it.
Should have put it in the ring. I'm wondering. Chart plotters active, Central America, Caribbean. Use the app. Okay. So you can see the charts that he's downloaded all the way through Panama now, all the way up the coast. So now we have charts everywhere.
We detailed off the coast.
Yeah, all the way up the coast right there. So you can see it.
Color in.
Very cool.
As we got up to Baja here, Paul said, well, just in case, get this island in here too. So he hasn't explained why, but and then the rest is already available.
Yeah, that's already preloaded on the charts.
So we can zoom in and now see details.
Correct.
There's a good one.
Sweet.
So now Paul can get us there.
We got here, we didn't have the marina. We had like an outline of it, but we did not have the marina. So we had to download all of those charts into the chart plotter. Now that Chad's done, I'm going to run down into his room, and I've got to do a little electrical work. But something I didn't know about these gauges when I bought them. This is the one I've always used. This is my personal one. But this one right here, when you guys are looking at these, you really want to do one that has DC amperage. This one only does AC amperage. So this Klein right here does AC and DC amperage. It's about $100. They're both about $100, but this is probably the better one of the two because now we can test amperage on our alternators. Is why this one's why we ended up buying this one before we left. Today, one of the things I want to do is this is our shower. You see where my foot is? This is our shower sump. So when the showers drain or the sinks from the bathrooms drain, they drain into here, and then this pump, which is basically it's a bilge pump, but it's hooked to a float. It operates and then it drains this sump, let's say. So, but what I want to do is they have these connected to the thruster battery, but what I want to do is move this pump over to this block right here, which I believe is 12 volts. So I've got my tester. I'm going to test that and verify that. And if this is 12 volt, then I'm going to move the wiring from this pump over to this block right here. And then my thruster is just my thruster. These are my thruster batteries right here. There's two of these batteries, and you got to hook them in series and create 24 volts. So, and my battery charger was not. It wasn't. It connected correctly, but I needed to clean up the wire a little bit on that. And that's what I did yesterday. So today I'm going to turn it on and then see if the boat charger, because the boat charger was not working properly on it, and I think I fixed that wiring,
We'll know later on today when I actually connect the two batteries together and check the voltage, and then I'm gonna fire up the big charger for it. But I've been charging this all night on this little charger right here just to kind of bring the voltage. And I want both of these batteries at the same voltage before I hook the big charger up to it, kind of balance the batteries.
I thought I was correct, so I am going to make the change, and all it is just changing over a couple of wires is all I'm going to do, and isolate my thruster batteries so that they're just strictly working the thrusters. My battery's on for the thruster, and I just want to run up and check it real quick, make sure everything's okay with my thruster, because remember I lost it when I came in. It was because the batteries were low. So we hit that on, and then, all right, so my thrusters are working, and that was the whole purpose of what I'm doing. Now I'm just gonna get the batteries, both of them to the same voltage, and I am done with that project. And I'm doing that with my little charger. So guys, one thing later on in a bit, we'll take you around the marina here, but we're basically in a jungle. Like right over there is we're in Colón, Panama, and this is a rain jungle, right? Like a rainforest type jungle. I was told there's monkeys, there's everything in there.
It's actually an old military base that's been overtaken by the jungle.
Oh, okay. So it's an old military base being overtaken by the jungle. Anyway, it's beautiful in here. See the sailboat coming in. Anyway, we'll take a walk around and I'll show you the facilities over here on, this would be the Caribbean side of the Panama Canal. We'll walk over to the store. You can see the boats all around us. It's a big, I don't even know, that catamaran is freaking huge. Another yacht here, and then this Capella. I actually went aboard it yesterday and got to go into the engine room with the captain. That's more of a ship. It was built in 1968, still running on its original electric DC engines that it did in 1968. So very, very cool. Anyway, let's see if we can go find the chief. He's, I think, up at the grocery store, the little commissary store that they have. See, walking down the path here, they have their own boatyard, so you can pull you out if they needed to. Over here's the clubhouse and the restaurant. And you see down there, all the way at the end there, it says Mini Mark, and then they got a commissary where we can get like parts and oil and stuff like that. But I've been told to wait till we get to the other side. Prices are a little bit cheaper, and I have better accessibility to different parts. Just like any marina in the US, it's all 50 amp. We just plugged our 50 amp power, 50 hertz, 50 amp power in, just like we always do, and had no issue and no problem with that at all. See the marina that we're at here, this is called Shelter Bay Marina, and we are docked like right here is where we have our boat parked. So we'll walk into the Mini Mart, see what the chief's up to. What store is it? Got just about a little bit of everything, don't they? Did you get us any ho-hos or?
Yeah, I got, so this is what I got. I got you a little peanut butter. I got 2 bars of chocolate.
Nice. With the boys?
Oh, you're making pork chops.
Are we having pork chops tonight?
Nice, sure have pork chops.
Nice. I like that.
Oh, I'll see you. I doubt that he'll eat.
Something big. She said there's an alligator in here.
Crocodile.
A crocodile, sorry.
That ain't a crocodile.
No, those are fast, whatever they are.
Yeah.
Very fast. Man, it is freaking blistering hot out here, huh, boys?
It's not even sunny, man.
Yeah, can you imagine if the sun was out, we'd be baking. Take you guys for a quick little ride into town, into actual Colón. And so the U.S. left here in 1999.
Yes.
And they left all of this.
But when they left, everything here was in top shape.
Oh, perfect shape.
Yes,
Yeah.
they even paint the buildings before they left.
Oh, wow. And then turned it over to the
They turned it
Panama.
over to Panama. Look here, we had 2 restaurants, 2 nightclubs, movie theater, bowling alley.
Nice.
We got some of everything here. And when they turn it over, everything was in top shape. They never take anything with them. Only their equipment.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's really
We brought the boat from Marathon, Florida.
This is the Panama Canal.
Canal right there, yeah.
The side where that grain carrier is coming through, that named Gatun, that's the small one.
That's the original canal,
Yes,
right?
that is the one where we all will go through.
Right. On the right.
Yes. The other one is Agua Clara.
And
That's
that-
the huge one, yeah.
That's the bigger, that's the newer one. That's a really nice house.
Yeah. You see, so you just bite normal, like this one, and you can build it up.
Nice. So we're right downtown
Yes.
Cologne.
No, this is the real problem with this city. If you notice, it looks totally normal. Nobody's cutting nobody head off. Everything's look totally normal. But the city is so small that if you don't know it, you will be walking and then you just turn off in a wrong street. You want the wrong place and everybody look at the wall. Nobody will stop you.
Right. Okay.
But here in Cologne it don't work so. Here in Cologne people stop you. They tell you no, don't go that side, sir.
Don't go over
Yes.
there. Nice.
Yes. People are a lot more friendly. And here you can stop and ask anybody anything. This is a very dangerous spot. Anytime you can get a start, a shoot off can start because they have these guys here with the guys that live behind here are enemies.
Okay.
So
I hate to say this, but they all look the same to me.
Yes.
So I don't know what you're gonna do.
that's the problem. That's why we tell people when you don't know, the best thing to do is keep off
Okay. Yeah. There you go.
because everything look the same.
Yeah.
Street, and you can walk this one from
Yes.
front to back, no
Yes.
problem at
You
all.
will have no problem around here.
It's back on Central Avenue.
Yes. Small, very small. Cologne.
Yeah. Great to get to see this take off from the dock. That's very cool. 160 foot, 60 meter ship. Alright guys, Captain Paul here, end of day 37. I hope you guys enjoyed that tour through the city there. It was pretty cool. I'm glad we did it. We got off the boat for an hour, me and Pete, and just took a ride over there to see the city. Anyway, peace out. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe. Share it with your friends. And thank you so much for watching. And remember, live life with no regrets. We do. And tomorrow we actually start going through the canal. It'll be late in the afternoon, but we're going through the canal tomorrow. So I'm very excited about that.